So, here we are, October 16th, 2017. Small town nowhere. Actually, small town Thurmont, Maryland, to be exact. And this represents towns all across America. You know, small. One main street, one family restaurant, one gas station, a couple fast food joints just because it sits by the main highway. But here, I'll show you something. Do you see it? Look, there's three more. There's four American flags right there, waving proudly in the breeze. You look down the street, unfortunately the light isn't quite right. You're getting a nice little glare off my phone. I know that because this is my second take. There's three more American flags down there, all within sight of where I'm standing right here. Quarter mile each way. So, 7 American flags and half a mile total. Small town America. Gotta love it. You walk up and down my street where I live, and about every third house has an American flag flying on their porch or in their yard somewhere. It's a great place to live. Small town America. You know your neighbors know you. What did you see on those flags? You know, 7 of them. Well, there's 50 stars and 13 stripes to be exact. 50 stars. One for each state. The United States. All on one flag. If you want to take a look at the number of servicemen and women that have died fighting for those beautiful flags flying in the breeze today, you'll find that 22,000 servicemen and women have died for each single star on that flag. Do the math on that, that's 1.1 million. 1.1 million servicemen and women died, lost their life, went fighting for our country in wars that maybe we didn't necessarily agree with, wars that maybe didn't mean much sense to us as individuals, but they did die wearing our uniform. 22,000. You look at what's going on in the world right now. Colin Kaepernick, thank you. Thank you for choosing to kneel before those 1.1 million dead service men and women. 22,000 a star. Colin Kaepernick, your little protest that started a year ago, which I've been pissed off about ever since the first damn day you did it. And anybody that knows me knows that I've been pissed off since the first damn day you did it. You suck. You really do suck. 1.1 million people gave you the freedom to play that damn game. To play a game of football. What a sad sack of shit you are. But, in saying that, I'm calling you a sad sack of shit because you chose the wrong stage. You don't disrespect the damn flag. You don't disrespect the national anthem. I know that your protest was peaceful. I know that you weren't out to, you were just out to get your point across. You know, I get it. You could have done it another way. 22,000. Man, since you started doing that, I don't know if they're getting 22,000 fans to go watch a football game anymore. People like you and me. I know I haven't. I turned off football. Didn't watch it for 3 weeks. And then Roger Goodell puts out a memo suggesting all teams stand for the national anthem. Gee, I wonder why. Loss of attendance, loss of merchandise sales, loss of sponsors. Money makes the world go round, right? Speaking of money, let's talk about how much a football player might make. We'll use Kirk Cousins as an example. The Washington Redskins. And the only reason I'm choosing the Washington Redskins is because they're in Washington, D.C., the capital of our country. Beautiful place to live. Kirk Cousins. You take his salary, what he's making this year alone, and he's making 95 cents every single second of every single minute of every single hour of every single day of every single week of every single month for the entire year. 95 cents a second. What would you do with that type of money? I got a pretty good idea. What I would do, I'd be a lot damn happier, that's for sure. They say money doesn't buy happiness, but I don't know that I'd be any happier. Hell, I found that most times I'm happiest when I'm struggling, and I've had plenty of struggles. You know, my mom has stage 4 breast cancer. My dad has recently gone downhill to the point that I wait for the phone call every day, you know, that I'm going to have to go home and bury my father. My brother, I have one brother. 10 years ago, he was diagnosed with leukemia. Thankfully, he's the healthiest one of us all. I got 3 beautiful boys, and I have a beautiful nephew as well. My nephew is severely autistic and will need help for probably all of his life. One of my sons is ADHD very severely and will probably need some guidance and some help for most of his life. My wife, my pride and joy, you know, the thing that makes me work 70 to 90 hours every single week, 70 to 90 hours, just to provide, has a rare heart condition from giving birth to our son. And I could lose her any given time. Any given time. But, you know, we all can die any given time. You know, we could walk out the front door and get run over by a big, beautiful truck, which is what I do for a living. And, you know, that's it, kaput. You could go to a concert and get shot up. You know, damn, the way the world's going, you can die doing just about anything anymore. Just out having a good time, celebrating with your friends, maybe having a birthday party, whatever. And we have people kneeling for our flag, you know. Colin, I want to thank you. You know, those 1.1 million people, those 1.1 million servicemen and women that proudly wore that uniform and died for it, and gave us that right to protest. They gave us that right to kneel and protest in a peaceful and friendly manner whenever and wherever we choose. And your reasoning behind it was because you wanted to let the world know about the oppression that African Americans still face in this country today. Unfortunately, racism isn't going to go away. We're all racist to a point. You know, every single one of us. I don't care how much you say that you aren't. There is racism in each and every single one of us. I'm not proud of it. I try very hard to be very accepting. But you talk about equal rights, and I'll give you a good example. There's a beautiful black lady that I've known since kindergarten. We went to the same elementary school, we went to the same intermediate school, we went to the same junior high school, we went to the same high school. And, you know, for 37 years we've been friends, and damn good friends. She went to the same schools as I did. You know what? She's got a hell of a lot better job than I do. Why? She applied herself. She applied herself more in school than I did. That's my biggest regret in my life. I wish I would have applied myself in school a little bit more. Instead, I was too busy checking out chicks like Meredith Maston and, oh God, I can't even name. I'm sorry, Meredith. I can't even name. I can't even name all you ladies out there that I was in love with. Oh, there's just too many to the list. But she went on and made something great of herself. I mean, she truly did. And so, where is that oppression? Where is my white privilege? You know, I drive truck. I work 70 to 90 hours a week every week, just to put a few pieces of food on our table. Yeah, I'm a fat bastard, but I'm greedy like that. I steal the food out of my kid's mouth. He's not paying attention, and there's steak on the table. Yeah, that's coming on my plate. But Colin Kaepernick, yeah, I don't want to get off this subject. You did this for to show that there's oppression, and I know that you did this directly related to the entire Black Lives Matter movement. Well, of course, Black Lives Matter. White lives matter. Yellow lives matter. Green lives matter. Blue lives matter. Red lives matter. Shit, we all fucking matter. Kids matter. Boys, girls, moms, dads, sons, daughters, aunts, uncles, grandmas, and grandpas. We all matter. Unfortunately, the Black Lives Matters movement is completely misguided. You are going in the wrong direction, and you are not doing any good for anyone. The only thing that you protest is when a black life is taken by a white police officer, or a police officer in general. You're not in Chicago protesting against the black on black crime there. You're not doing anything constructive to help your community, to help your race, to just misguided. Instead of blocking roadways, you know, all across America at different times for your little demonstration, why don't you have a rally outside of a high school where there's a high failure rate or a high dropout rate of young black Americans, and show them that you're there for their support. You know, you're there to help them. You're there to help them get through life. You're there to help them succeed. You're there to help them be better. No. That wouldn't make any damn sense now, would it? You know, help your youth. Stop the black on black crime. You know, white people get killed by cops too. It's yeah, everybody, you know, it happens. You know, try not to put yourself in a situation like that. That's my best advice. You know, do something that is significant. Make an impact, a positive impact. Help your youth. They're the future. They are the future. Gotta step back out of the wind here. Oh. Future. Man. Damn, I didn't notice I was losing my hair. Look at that shit. God almighty. Whew. Well, I might not be a member of just the hairs, whatever the hell it's called, the Just for Men Hair Club, but I know a few people that should be, and looking at that, I probably will be one day, but at 42, I still think I got a pretty good set of hair up there. Got a little gray down here, and I think that's just from my kids, and maybe my wife. You know, they stress me out a lot. That's married life, though. I wouldn't give it up. Oh, best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, Eminem. Oh, God. When you first hit the scene, you were rapping, you were controversial. Man, I felt you. I felt you. I knew. The words that you spoke, the rhymes that you had, I felt it. Man, you hit someplace deep inside, and I still listen to those jams today. And after this latest shit that I see out on Facebook now, your supposed freestyle, yeah, freestyle my ass. A few too many camera angles there to be freestyle, rehearsed. You know, it's kind of despicable, actually. You jumping up in the air. Good damn thing you didn't play basketball, because I don't think your feet came 6 friggin' inches off the ground. Throwing shit at a pretend wall, making it stick, whatever. When you're talking about immigration, yeah, okay, well, immigration's a real problem in our country. You lost my respect, Eminem, and I think you might have just lost your career. Draw a line in the sand. That line in the sand is about as effective as the line that Obama drew in the sand over Syria. We saw what he did there. Nothing. Some original lyrics you came up with, man. Draw a line in the sand. That's it. Wow. Hilarious. You're a disgrace now. You know. I love the meme that showed Donald Trump rapping and basically dissing Eminem. I don't have it memorized or anything, but it was hilarious. If you can find it, look it up. You'll laugh, even if you're not a fan of Donald Trump. And that's all right. You'll still probably laugh just because it was damn funny. But speaking of Donald Trump, you might not like him. I don't like everything that he says and does, but you know, he got elected president of the United States of America. And in 3 years and a couple of weeks, you're going to have a chance to vote him out. Get rid of him. Put some other monkey in there. You know, somebody else that's going to go in there and make all these great promises and not deliver. And I suggest that you do that. I suggest you go out and vote. You know, let's change Congress. Let's get rid of the Nancy Pelosi's and the Mitch McConnells that have been in there for life. You know, they don't know any damn thing. They're not in touch with common man or woman. They're living their own little dream world. You know, everybody wants to talk about the Affordable Care Act. Okay, well, Congress got exempt from the Affordable Care Act. Why? Because, well, obviously it is failing. Yes, the Affordable Care Act did directly help me. It did. My wife has a pre-existing condition she'll have for the rest of her life. It'll never go away. So yes, it has helped me. But it's hurt a lot of people too, so I don't know if it's good or bad. Republicans can't seem to come up with a plan. Of course, our country's so divided by left and right that there's no willingness to compromise on any single issue whatsoever. Friendships are broken over an election. It's amazing. Friends that you've known for years, they've been around forever. You don't talk to them so much no more just because of one side or the other. I live in small town America. I was born and raised in Virginia Beach, sure, as most of you know. And I love it there. I miss it there. But living in small town America has definitely changed the way that I see some things. Got more people moving out of my county every year than moving into it. My county is dying. Jobs are not there. Manufacturing is not there. The only thing that is there is warehousing. That's it. The only thing our county does is warehouse. We make pizza and shit, but everybody makes pizza. Come on now. We got bars on every damn corner. We got churches on every other corner. Small town America, it's a beautiful place. There's so little to do in the county that I live in that it has the highest DUI rate per capita in the entire state of Pennsylvania. Now that's saying something, because I live in coal region. Everybody's talking about coal and how bad it is. Well, yeah, we all know it's not healthy. There's people on my street that burn coal. I'm fortunate enough that I have natural gas. This last year, we got rid of our 40-gallon hot water heater and put in a tankless hot water heater system. It heats the water as you need it, as you use it, so therefore it's not maintaining a certain temperature on 40 gallons of water all the damn time. So yeah, I'm doing my part and trying to save and cut down on the greenhouse gases and everything. It burns clean. We've had new windows installed in our house. We've made repairs to our house to make it more efficient. My house on a deed, it doesn't have a production date. It just says over 100 years old. Over 100 years old. That's old for a house. And it ain't nothing special. It's small. It's a shack. My son's bedroom's nothing more than a shoebox. But all that's going to change soon enough. But I'm not going to get into reasons why, because that's just a little too personal. But small town America is why Trump got elected. Places just like Schuylkill County. Schuylkill County made the New York Times as the county with the largest flip from Democrat to Republican vote in this last election. The largest flip in the country per capita. That's probably the first and only time Schuylkill County will ever make the New York Times. You can go back and look it up. It's there. Circled. A little slash mark map of the United States. Kind of funny. Don't ask how the hell I ended up from Virginia Beach to Schuylkill County, man. I call Schuylkill County the armpit of the world. Whew. And I still think you should have to have a passport even to just come visit, because there's some, oh boy, there's some doozies there. But I found the diamond. I did. My wife's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I love her to death. I love my friends to death. I got some fantastic friends. I got lifelong friends, friends that I've known from kindergarten up, that are in Virginia Beach. Some have dispersed all across the country. but they're my brothers and my sisters, and I love each and every one of them, and I don't care who they voted for. I still love them. Always will. They're my friends. I hope that they feel the same way about me. But it's kind of hard to tell these days with all the strife that's going on in the world. You know, we're a world of here and now. If it ain't here right now, it ain't damn good enough. How do we get there? How do we get to this point? 20, 30 years ago, if we wanted something, we worked for it. We saved for it. And when we worked enough and saved enough, we finally got it. And we cherished it. We held on to it. It had value and meaning. Now it's just a throwaway world. You know, your local repairman. He went out of business 10 years ago. Why? Because if something breaks now, we just throw the damn thing away and go buy another one. I guess it's cheaper, but I don't know that it's any better. But anyways, I said I had some things that I wanted to say. Well, I barely scratched the surface today. I hope and pray that the Black Lives Matters movement finds some better leadership, and you turn your attention to the youth, to the future. Help those kids. Too many single families out there, too many single moms, too many single dads, you know, working 70, 80, 90 hours a week just to make ends meet. I'm grateful my wife is at home with my son. You know, I miss a lot of damn things, but I know he's getting raised right. He has respect. He has manners. You know, Black Lives Matters. Help your youth. We're all parents. We should all be helping. It shouldn't be about race. It should be about every child. It should be about loving and caring and the hate. You know, end the fucking hate. So your person didn't win for presidency. Like I said, 3 years from now, in a couple weeks, you have a chance to elect another one. End the hate. It's not worth destroying the friendships. It's not worth destroying the love. It's not worth the death of innocent people. We still don't know what happened in Las Vegas or why. But I'm sure there's some fucked up reason that guy went out and shot, killed all them people and wounded another 500. It doesn't ever make sense to me. But in the hate. Love one another. Teach the youth. Don't just teach them math. Teach them life. Teach them love. Teach them respect. And you'll find the world in a better place in 50 years from now if you do that. But until we start doing that, the world is just going to continue to go in this downward spiral that it's in. Sad, but that's pretty damn true. It's pretty damn accurate. You know, it all starts at the bottom. It all starts with the youth. You want to change things. We all want something new. We all want something different. We all want something better. Man, we've had our chance. The only thing that we can do is teach our kids not to make the same mistakes that we did. So I had some things to say, and I've said a few of them. I don't know. We'll see what type of reaction this video gets. Just if I make another one. But to all you people out there in Facebook land, people on my friends list, the people that aren't on my friends list, the people that I know that are dear friends of mine that don't get on Facebook, I love all of you. And I mean that. I'll do anything that I can for any one of you. You ever need a friend, you ever need help, you ever need somebody to talk to, all you gotta do is pick up the phone and call. Message me. I work long hours. I'm up all different times of the day and night. It doesn't matter. Message me. I'm out there. I'm listening. I'm willing. Be good. Peace out. Love your neighbors. Talk to you soon.